because everybody wants this bead blasted. I'm gonna bead blast this thing. Now, y'all are probably like, how do you see through that? You just do it by feel. You know, it's like spray painting a car. You get so good at it, you can just do it. I use my spider sense to sandblast this thing. The kids, don't try this at home. You might blow a hole in something. Guess I could hit these spots a little more. I mean, I am doing it by instinct here. I need to fix that dent. Hold on, let's fix it and make it look pretty. Now, everybody, you've heard of electric smooth from Electric Shave. This is electric powder coating. Okay, we're good. Stuff that has a lot of nooks and crannies is a lot tougher to get. Sometimes you got to be really thinking out of the side of the box to get it in there. Because a lot of times if you get too close, you can kind of go farther back and you kind of can dust it in, but you got to be very careful and very consistent. That way it looks really good. There we go. All right, 26 minutes. Then everybody shall be satisfied. So see this brake line right here? Herb bent this trick brake line. It goes all the way up there to the proportioning valve, comes through here, goes through the floor support. Rubber grommets, by the way, very hard to put that one in, very hard to put that one in. And then we got it coming down here, the inner rocker. Nice and neat. Herb tucked this thing away good. And you'll see it follows up here directly into the soft rubber line of the rear end. Nice radiator hoses cut and trimmed. All the electronics are hooked up to the distributor now. All the fuel lines hooked up. So what he's doing now is he's working on putting the temperature sending unit terminal on, and then we also got to put an oil pressure switch so the light comes on if it doesn't have oil pressure. Those are the two things he's doing right now. And then after that, we got to wire up the starter. Starter's in, we just got to wire it up. And then the more fun thing is going to be is how to route that fuel line. That is going to be a pain in the butt. And it starts right here, and then we got to go all the way around the moon, all the way to here. There's a couple different directions we can do in between, but essentially there to there. It's going to have to go underneath the radiator hose. There's no ifs, ands, or buts.
Do what?
But if you go underneath the radiator hose, this is for the fuel line. So I'm thinking about coming here, going around here, coming up here.
God, stay away from that radiator hose. It's too hot.
That's what I'm saying, but it's got to be somewhere in that vicinity. You can come below it right here.
Where are you going to bring it up?
Probably on the other side of the... Okay, that's what I'm thinking.
You don't want to come across the valve cover?
Do you think it would look better?
No, it won't look good, but it sure be a lot cooler.
I mean, theoretically, I could come around here and end it.
Yeah. I'll tell you what we don't have on this car.
What?
Fuel filter.
Uh-oh.
We'll put it right here in the line down here. It's a welding rod like that. It's a whole lot cheaper than $20 a stick. 5/16, 5 foot long piece of fuel line. I went and picked up 5 of them the other day. The guy said that'd be $106, and then when they got the defibrillator out and hit me with it and got me going again, I paid him and left.
Should I bring it straight here and back?
Yeah, I would. Stay away from the manifold much as you can.
And then we'll have probably... Are you going to do a fuel filter after it too, or...?
A fuel filter?
Yeah.
Well, you want to put it down here?
Good.
Then you don't see it. We spent a lot of time hiding stuff on this car. Anybody ever crawls onto the fenders and under the car, they go scare them to death.
So you think that's all right?
Yeah.
And then put it... Can you put it right there?
Just put an inline filter. You got room there for it?
It's going to be cool when you take something like this and you're going to make it look like this. pretty darn good. It's a little higher what I wanted. Okay. So now let's go check it real quick and see what it looks like. We'll have to trim it right here and we'll put a filter in this. It's gonna be tweaked just a hair. Okay. So roughly right there.
Go one more.
So now this is gonna get when it gets fun. Looks right. Let's come back. Should be right about there. Hey, your stuff's done. Oh, you turned it off. I was like, well, no, for a second there I thought I didn't turn it on, and I was like, what? There's been a time or two where I've actually done that on accident. How's that look? Is that going to be good for the viewers at home? That looks pretty good for a semi-gloss. It looks gloss. That's what's even more hilarious. Looks a little better, don't it? And then powder coat. I guess cut it here. Put the filter here.
Yeah, get your filter, see how short you can put it in there. There's some over in that cabinet. We'll put that inside a casing where you don't see it. Right now, we're just fitting everything. We used some right down here on the distributor wires the other day. There's 3 or 4 wires inside that case right there. They go to the coil and to the distributor. They come from this box over here. But I don't like this. I don't like spaghetti wiring.
You usually suspect in a project 1 or 2 things are going to be tough. This, everything. In ways that you've never usually had to deal with before. It's alternator wire.
Mm-hmm.
That looks good and secured.
Yep. See what?
Do you want to start it up next week?
We might just do that. Pour some gas in it, some oil in it, some water in it, and see what runs out on the ground.